Hi, Lore and Carla. How are you?
I'm fine, Cami. Thank you.
Hi, Cami. Very well, thank you.
Okay, thanks for joining us for this interview. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic in education, standardized tests. And we have the presence of an expert in educational evaluation, Ms. Lorena Velasquez, and who will help us to better understand this topic. And I would like to start with the first question. Lore, could you explain what standardized tests are and how they originated?
Certainly, standardized tests are structured assessment administered and scored in a consistent way. They originated in China around 1880 for selecting government officials. Later, they were adopted in US during the World War I to measure the mental abilities of Army recruits using the Army Alpha and Beta test.
Oh, it's very interesting. And what are the main advantages of standardized testing in education?
One major advantage is objectively. It ensures fairness in grading by applying the same criteria to all test takers. It also helps to identify gaps in learning, supports curriculum improvement, and provides data to assist marginalized groups.
But, and what are the disadvantages?
They can cause anxiety and don't always reflect real learning processes. There's also criticism about cultural and socioeconomic bias, as some questions may favor or privilege plus the teaching text. It may reduce educational quality.
So, what are the purposes of non-reference and criterion reference standardized test?
Norm reference test rank students against each other, creating a performance curve. Criterion reference test, on the other hand, assesses whether a student has mastered a specific content without comparing them to peers.
Oh, great. And how are the results of standardized tests typically reported?
They use formats like percentiles, z-scores, t-scores, stand-ins, and scaled scores. These help educators to interpret results across different groups and conditions while maintaining consistency in reporting.
Okay, thanks, Lore. And now we are going to switch roles. Carla will be the interviewee and Lorena will be the interviewer. And go again.
Okay, hi Carla. Um, what role do standardized tests play in evaluating language skills?
Okay, they are crucial for assessing a skill like reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Just like TOEFL and IELTS evaluation proficiency to a structured section that reflects real language used in academic or professional setting.
Okay, good. But how are classroom language tests different for standardized ones?
Classroom tests are more flexible and adapt to specific student needs, while standardized texts follow a strict specification. Classroom texts also offer more formative feedback, helping teachers use instructions.
Okay, what is test specification and why is it important?
Okay, text specification acts as blueprint for test development. They outline what will be texted, the format, scoring methods, and conditions. It ensures consistency and validity in text creations.
How are the multiple choice and essay questions used in test?
Multiple choice questions are effective for grading and good for testing. Factual knowledge, excited question evaluation deeper on the theory, and critical thinking, but are harder to grade consistently.
And finally, what are some challenges in designing standardized language tests?
Challenge includes maintaining validity across cultures, ensuring fairness, and accurately measuring all skill. Listening and speaking, setting in particular, are complex to design and score reliably.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks for your participation.